All right, folks, we are about to get underway with another blistering mixed doubles match. This one features our number one seeds, Ben Johns and Leigh Waters. They're taking on Tyler Loong and Anna Bright. Many of you at home may not have seen Anna Bright unless you watched the singles yesterday, in which case you'll know all about her. Up and coming star, no doubt about it, coming from a fantastic tennis background. Tyler Loong, he's a local boy, a Utahrian from the Salt Lake City region. I'm still trying to figure out if I'm supposed to say Utahn or Utahrian. This promises to be a barn burner. Anytime Loong is on the court, you're going to see a level of athleticism that is unlike anything else out there. Couple that with his natural left-handedness, and you get a recipe for action. Our referee for this match is Mr. Jim Ryan, and second in command, Sandy Reels. Waters to start. Johns enjoying the first point. This is, of course, his first tournament with his new paddle sponsor, Yola. He got back well for that one, but just caught the net. Still, they are on the board.
0-1-1.
Fantastic power through the middle, making it very tough to get close to the net for Loong and Bright. Bright's going to learn quite quickly that attacking in that transition area against these two players is going to be tricky, to say the least.
1-0-1.
Johns, I haven't seen him get after the serve quite so much before.
2-0-1.
Again, a slightly hasty attack from Bright. Has a very unique kind of backhand dink technique. And Leigh this time paying the price for attacking way back off the kitchen line.
3-0-2.
She's got some fire in the belly. That'll help.
0-3-1.
And that gets him on the board. It'll give him some confidence. Nice drop. Closing well. Capitalizing on a high ball.
1-3-1.
Leigh Waters up to the task. There's some great looking attacks though from Anna Bright.
1-3-2.
Massive forehand to the outside wing of Loong.
3-1-1.
an easy one. Loong feeling some of that pressure that Johns tends to bring to, well, everyone on the planet. And Johns trying his luck at the two-handed backhand game. Turns out he's quite proficient.
5-1-1.
Oh, that's unnecessarily good use of the net. A little bit disheartening, I'm sure, from Loong and Bright. And I'd say a good decision to call that timeout. So they will take a moment to regroup, as will we. Do not go away. The action continues from the built Red Rock Open. 6-1-1 is the score, and we see a rare service area for Johns. However, he is looking like he really wants to attack that serve more than normal. And if you're at home, folks, and you're wondering what you just saw, or you're just pleased that you're not the only people that do it, you just saw it. The number one seeds, 2 serve errors in a row. Happens to the best of us. Happened to me once, 1987, I remember. Actually happened last Tuesday. Well, there was some wonderful defense there from Bright, especially staying alive during some tough offense. In the end, Johns decides to take over. And we hear the crowd uttering the same thing, same guy.
2-6-2.
And Waters unloading. She's starting to recognize that Bright likes to counterpunch from those areas, and that's giving Waters plenty of time for her to slide to her right and open up that huge two-handed backhand she has.
6-2-2.
So Bright starting to get a little bit predictable with what she's doing after each attack from Johns and Waters. Johns hasn't found his drive just yet, but may have just left it in his other pants. And a massive forehand put away. Mentioned before the tennis background of Anna Bright. She played Division I for University of California, Berkeley. A top 4 player. Recently graduated.
7-2-1.
And there we have an incredible poach. Borderline intercept, I'd say. Fantastic work. Good setup from Johns and the finish from Waters.
8-2-1.
And another service error from Johns. Well, this is the price you pay when you want to be more aggressive with your serve.
8-2-2.
And Waters rightly just putting it into play.
Point.
She's out to send a message. Waters knows that Bright is coming for her.
9-2-2.
And again, how well Johns and Waters are starting to gel in the earlier matches. We see it happen in the later stages of the tournament. However, in recent times, some of the early matches have been a little rusty, to say the least. This looks like a well-oiled machine, and is going to be a tough act to follow. So, Johns and Waters taking game 1, 11-2. We'll be back shortly to see if Loong and Bright can right the ship. We are back to the Johns and Waters show. So far, they're putting on a bit of a clinic against an incredibly talented side. Tyler Loong. And a bright new star. And a bright. Pun intended. So, they're on the board. 1-0-2 is the score. And a drastically sliced return from Johns sails long. And almost like he was a little angry at that ball. I would be checking that ball for cracks.
0-2-1.
And the call of out comes from Loong. Bright agrees.
0-2-2.
And another wide dink from Johns. We've all been there when you change paddles. You can feel great in a recreational game. A tournament is a different animal. And Bright, she really looks for some short angles. Has that step in kind of two-handed backhand. Reminds me a lot of Andrea Koop, another amazing tennis player, converted over to pickleball some years ago. Oh! And there was an out ball. Instead, it was hit incredibly hard to the midsection. I'm sure abs of steel, but still. Two-handed backhand, unfortunately finding the net. So Waters and Johns in command again. Well, folks, I'm sorry we had to wait this long to see a Tyler Loong Ernie, but it was one of the cuter ones I've ever seen. Nice dink. That ball gets up and down in a hurry. Looked like Loong was hampered by some kind of possibly foot or calf injury there. He did play singles yesterday, had a great 3-game match with Mr. Johns. And it's the kind of shot that shows that he is incredibly confident in this match. Big serve. And he set himself up beautifully with that big serve for some nice open court. And unfortunately, that's what happens when you have a lefty on your side that wants to stack. And that was a veteran move from the new young gun, Anna Bright, hopping the line, catching a great Ernie opportunity. And Johns shakes his head in dismay. Or disarray. Is it disarray? Yes. Dismay, disarray, one of those two. Shakes his head. And Loong did get a paddle to it, but the ball has entered the stratosphere. And we'll see if Musk can send a satellite to get that one for us. Oh, and we got it. Fantastic.
25-2.
So referee Jim Ryan brings us back in.
Point.
And another point. So they've doubled their score from game 1.
4-5-2.
Oh, and Johns still trying to find his range. It's not a ball you see him miss very often.
5-5-2.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Bright did very well to reset the correct ball. Looked good as the poach came.
5-5-1. Second
All
serve.
right, and a fake from Bright and Loong. Looks like they're going to be staying on this one. She gives the signal.
Point.
This is very much a welcome to the big show in the mixed doubles PPA for Anna Bright.
Point.
John's too good there, moving the players apart. The old divide and conquer.
7-5-2. Point.
Yeah, he still looking to find his range, but he would have struggled to miss that one. That ball popped up. So it looks like they're finding their gear nicely now, 8-5.
Side out. Five, 8-1.
And that is an incredibly sharp angle, guaranteeing that ball was not coming back.
5-8-2.
High risk, but high reward there. Stopping the serve.
Point.
And a nice off-pace, slippery attack from Loong.
6-8-2. Side out.
Again, great power from Johns. If they don't get that third ball away from him, that's the danger you run. Well, Loong did pretty well to handle the first ball, but if it's just an inch too high for Anna-Leigh or Ben Johns,
9-6-1.
unfortunately the consequences are dire.
Point.
And a Burt. Waters not needing to perform an Ernie when Ben was happy to do the Burt.
10-6-1.
This is match point, but it's not to be. That high third, it was met from Loong with an aggressive forehand.
10-6-2.
Let's see if they can stay alive one more time. Oh, that's too good. That's gorgeous. A clean winner, rolling forehand dink from Anna-Leigh Waters. Takes care of business. So it is Ben Johns, Anna-Leigh Waters taking it 11-2, 11-6. Tyler Loong and Anna Bright relegated to the back draw. Who knows if we'll see them again today. Still, a lot to watch out for. Anna Bright is certainly someone to watch. I look forward to seeing her back on the court. Do not go anywhere. We'll be back shortly with more action from St. George, the Built Red Rock Open.